I'm just gonna cut right into it with you, Jazz. So when's the reunion coming with you and Will?
Well, we just trying to work out the schedule now. You know, it's a little hard with him being probably one of the biggest movie stars on the planet. It's never been the desire, it's only been scheduling. So, you know, I told him, I said, listen, I'm always on tour, so I'm waiting for you to meet me. So we just trying to work out the schedule, but it's coming. It's definitely coming.
And you're at South by for music, obviously. You got a busy schedule this week here in Austin. What do you got going on here?
Doing the do-over today. Doing Amplify Philly tonight. Have a couple events tomorrow and a couple events on Thursday. And just happy to be down here.
Yeah,
you know,
for
just
sure.
to get to see everybody. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't down here.
No doubt, no doubt. And Biz, you got the Decades Collide tour going.
Oh yeah,
80s
80s versus 90s.
Break that down. That's not like a debate waiting to happen.
Well, what happens is I'm the headliner, and we got two local bands from each town that we in. You know what I mean? And then they go against each other. But you know, I go against all of them. So.
Okay. That sounds like an unfair fight.
Oh, hey. As long as I got my music, it's all right.
Okay.
You just had the 30th anniversary tour. Is that in conjunction with 80s?
Yeah, we putting everything together. What happened is, you know, 1986 is when I made my first record. You know, make the music, the Biz dance, and all that. Before the Just the Friends and all that.
You know, oh, trust me, we're gonna break that down.
Oh yeah,
But just when you say 1986, 30 years, man, it's like, how has DJing in particular changed? I think we saw you last at you met the DJ at one of our parties.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You gave us love from the stage. Like, how has DJing as an industry changed?
Well, DJing now, besides computer, there's not enough leaders. There's not enough people to dare to be different. Like a Jazzy Jeff dares to be different. A Kid Capri dares to be different. I dare to be different. Where they look at somebody's playlist and everybody play the same. Where I would never play the same.
What do you think, Jazz? How's it changed?
I mean, listen, you know, it's you're supposed to take people on a musical journey. You're supposed to make something memorable of the night. If you listen to your favorite 10 songs on the radio, the last thing that you want is hear the same 10 songs when you go to the club.
Right.
Because then you could have just stayed home and listened to it on the radio. So you gotta give something, you gotta give a curveball, something. You know, people don't walk out of the club remembering the hit that you played. They remember the thing that you played that was the most unexpected.
I don't think you ever walked out of Uncle Phil in that big house. Back in the day. How many times you get tossed out the house?
I think they fell in love with that a little too much.
How many takes?
It was way too many.
Really?
Way too many.
They had like a mattress or something for you to fall on.
Listen, falling 50 times on a mattress still makes you black and blue.
Never heard.
Yeah, I guess. Mike was talking about feeling old. It's amazing how you guys have both made music though that stood the test of time. And Biz, man, Just a Friend, like I mean that's one of the most legendary rap songs of all time. How often do people come up to you and just start right? Like,
Everybody. I don't care if you're Jewish. I don't care if you're KKK. Everybody come up to me. Oh baby.
Oh
And
man.
we even saw Cool V, man.
Yeah.
Gave us a book. He's here with you, right?
Oh yes, he got a new book
He's still
out.
going on and on till it like break of dawn, right?
Yeah. And all that.
Yeah,
man.
right.
Yes, and all that. Well, biggest question.
Yes.
Whatever happened to blah blah blah?
And who was blah,
And who was blah blah blah?
What happened was, shut up, Jeff. What happened was, it was like puppy love. It was like the first girl I ever talked to, and I went out to L.A. by surprise. And when I came out there, she was tongue kissing the guy, and then she looked at me and went back tongue kissing him.
Damn.
So I talked to people that wrote records. They said instead of beating both of them up or killing them, why don't you put your pain to the pen? So that's how I wrote the record out.
Can you tell us her name though? We just like, no?
Blah blah blah.
That's real considerate of you.
Because she gotta have, and she should have caught the vapors, right? See?
Yeah. Or she should have been picking boogers.
Oh man, now DJ Jazzy Jeff, we heard that you only do the handshake with Will Smith. Is that true?
That was disappointing. I thought we might be able to do. I did the Carlton with Alfonso one time. I thought we might have. Nope, it's only reserved for Will. Huh?
That's it.
Yeah. Was that planned?
Like, you know what? That was a tour handshake that we had, just being on the road, and just when everything transferred over into the show, we did it one time, and the writers loved it, and they kept writing it in. And like, when you come in, you gotta do this handshake. When you come in, you gotta do the handshake. And then when the show ended, I kind of thought the handshake was over until an 80-year-old grandma in the mall came up to me and was just like,
and you left her hanging?
Listen, I'm sorry. She's
That's
not
personal.
worth. Gotta leave her hanging. That's you know.
That's
for
special.
him.
Talking about people coming up to you, we mentioned just a friend. People ever try to like battle you in beatboxing?
Oh yeah, all the time. Yeah. Me?
Wow.
You just do that randomly or like by yourself sometimes?
Oh, I be by myself. You know, I used to have to, when I was in 8th or 9th grade, when I was doing the beatbox, I used to have to go to psychiatrists because they thought I was crazy just doing the words. They said, yo, what you doing? I'm like,
So you and Dougie Fresh?
Oh yeah, me and Dougie Fresh, we the ones that came up. We got to give an honorable mention to Buffy from Fat Boys because
Oh, yeah.
us three are the fathers of the beatbox. You know what I mean?
For anybody that wants to follow in those footsteps, what's the key to an effective beatbox? What's the technique?
Bass, treble, and snare. Like if I went or you know.
See? You don't need a drum machine. You don't need a drum machine.
I bet you he can probably beatbox our whole theme song.
Exactly. No, we'll put you to work later on though. But let's get a little sports in real quick before we let you
Come on,
go.
I'm with that sports stuff. Come on.
Were you trying out for the Knicks? We saw a picture of you shooting on the court at MSG.
They kind of need you right now.
They use some wing help.
Now my boy is Allen Houston. That's my boy.
Oh, okay.
You know, usually if I come to the game early enough, they let me shoot around, and some of the players be trying to cross me up.
Yeah.
But I'm like, nah.
Now, we were talking earlier about the hypothetical, the possibility of maybe Phil taking over and coaching home games. What do you think of that? You want
I think they should. I think it should.
No?
Home games. What are you, half a coach?
Nah, but
But he want a whole paycheck
but
though.
Jeff, you know, his hips ain't working right. His hips ain't working right, so you know he can't really travel. One of the hips might be left on a plane somewhere.
Now, Jazz, I assume that you're an Eagles fan?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I'm a 49ers fan.
Okay.
What should I expect with this whole Chip Kelly thing?
Well, hopefully he learned his lesson from Philadelphia and he's going to correct it. You know, a lot of times it takes the first time to mess up to get it right.
Right.
And I really believe that he has a level of football genius in him. I don't think his approach was probably correct for the Eagles or for his first coaching job. So depending if Kaepernick stays and if he's got a good team out there, he should be able to do something.
Yeah, well, they certainly let go of all the Eagles players that was on your roster that was associated with him. Wait,
My team is the Vikings, son.
oh.
My team is Adrian Peterson, Purple People Eaters, and all that. You know what I mean?
All right, we
So
believe
you got
you,
bragging
Liz.
rights right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah. We appreciate y'all coming out. We got bragging rights now.
Yes.
Yesterday we had Rain
That-
Ghost.
Now we
Liz
have,
and Jazz.
now we have this.
Unbelievable.
Eddie Beatbox.
Yes.
Let's not forget. But we got more to come because trust me, nobody that end of today's show. Let's just say we don't think it's ever been done in ESPN history. But coming up, my man Mike Scott is about to bless the set, so y'all stay with us. Look, they already playing it. They already queuing it